Well, I'd just like to say hello to everybody listening into the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series final practice, well, the only practice out of qualifying. At the moment, we don't have any TV audio for you, so while we try and get you something, me and Megan are currently commentating on the MotoGP practice session in Brazil, where it's currently started raining. So you're going to have to put up with us doing a dual broadcast until we get something started. But Megs, all the riders here have come in, and all the trucks are going out. Yeah, all the trucks are going out though.
Yeah, it's quite a difference. They're all coming in, they're all going out. It reminds me of Not Going Out, which is a British TV show.
Yeah, so apologies that we'll have to cater to 2 viewerships as things currently stand.
But needs must.
Just as, yes, needs must as we have to get ready. But all the riders now come in, so gives us a time, Megan, to talk about both things.
Yeah, it does. And those raindrops are getting heavier out there. That is not good. I think people need umbrellas. Ponchos are going on.
Yeah, I must admit, that's in Brazil if you listen to the NASCAR series.
A lot of people have yellow ponchos. I'm just pointing that out. Here's Moreira. I still can't say his name properly, and that annoys me.
Diego Moreira.
Moreira. I don't know why I keep doing that. I need to get used to having a new name. Yeah, he held up the hand as well, signaling he wanted to go in or end this. Oh, he almost fell. There was a lot of twitching going on directly beforehand.
Yeah, I'm going to be a bit interesting. Apparently there's nothing, so I'm trying to load up the truck audio so that you can have that in the background for the sessions.
Well, people can enjoy talk about MotoGP for a bit.
Yes, I do apologise to everyone listening in. We are trying to fix that issue.
Maybe there's weather interference there as well. I think a lot of the world has a bit of rain right now. Apart from us, we got our rain out of the way the other day.
I'm going to throw down to Nat for an interview with MotoGP.
Looks like a pause in proceedings on the track at the moment as the rain starts to get a little bit heavier. Paolo, it was a great start to the season in Thailand for Aprilia, but we come here, everything's new, everybody's learning something new. How's it going so far? Because at the moment, Marco is out of Q2.
All the way to 3 and 4, though. Going up with the bench. Lap 5. Behind him. 10 back. Here he comes. Good to go. Lots of room. He's into 1. He's got a half straightaway gap. 5 back. 3, 2, 1. Next one just now into 1. Center 1 and 2. Exiting 2. He's on lap 8 behind, so you're all good. Whatever you need. Within a couple numbers. You thinking 25 laps there? Yes, sir. We will call you in. 25 to 30 if you're happy with balance. Just keep us posted throughout the run on balance. All right, 10-4, if you could, update me, Tim, once we get 5 laps, 10 laps, 15 laps. And then if you could remind me to work my brakes in here. Copy. Definitely gets darker out there. See the rubber all the way around now. Copy. Just a reminder for gear fan on when we do roll here. 4. At the line. A little easier here. A little easier. Just in the one behind me, the 88. Center 1 and 2. 3 to come by us here. 30 back. 20. 10. Start going hard. Go hard. 80 is off.
So to everyone now listening on the NASCAR stream, we've opened up the team radios while we wait for the TV audio.
5-5, run on the wall, we'll let him go, 7 back after that, 1 back outside, 7 back after, then a nice hole. Still 6 back to just 44, settle in here, still find their way around. But 3 and 4 guys are bottom, middle, top, doesn't really matter. There's a lot of people playing around with stuff, so we'll find our spot. Forward now. Zach Cal. That you, Reed? That is not me. Okay, I got you, Reed. 10-4, I got you. Now. Window right here.
I mean, I don't want to be any freer, but I'm not loose there. It's just when I get back to the throttle.
How is it over the bumps, like off 2?
I mean, it's fine off the bump off of 2. The bumps getting into 3, definitely noticing, but I didn't really feel like it was affecting the truck. But that's probably where we were hitting the splitter the worst, was over those bumps getting into 3 while I was on the brakes.
Alright, did that splitter contact get any better as you ran, or did it stay with you?
Yeah, it got better after probably 4 laps there.
Five out the back on better tires here. Come back. All clear? Yep, let's roll. Once I get to the patch, it's okay, but if you can still free across that. Copy that. So we can just work on middle. You're happy entry and exit. Yeah, 10-4. Three and 4 is a mixed bag. Some under the hash marks, some middle, majority top for now. I wouldn't go underneath it. I think the best way is to stay above it, just kind of run aggressive entry, and then same 3 and 4. Just kind of keep your left sides on it all the way through. Okay. Some people dipping underneath it, it just looks like it's really aggressive for everybody right now. A lot of sparks, a lot of people killing the splitter, so. 2 more laps. Close it quick right here on the bottom. Inside, inside. Clear, clear. About 4 more, 3 more, and I'm going to come make a change on our splitter height. 4 rounds in it. They can put a rubber in it though instead. You can try this if you want, but directionally it's kind of the way it feels like what it wants. I'd say cleaner track. I'll be obviously a lot faster for a few laps than everybody that's been out here. Get back up to somebody on the out. Okay, hang on a second. Let's pull a full 16th in the left front. Let me see those air pressures again. You can start going. All right. Still clear about half a straightaway here, bud. Way. Now we're going to have the 76 next. Be coming outside, 3 back. Straight away behind you, Stu. Straight away behind you. You can drag if you want. Right with. Just the 26. Inside by himself. Clear. back up exactly like it was.
1 and 2, so just got free for like the left front. Like I said, it was just pinned down over on it, and it wasn't letting the tire come up, and the right rear was just edgy. I wouldn't say we're far off. Obviously, going out first there didn't help fall off, but I think we're okay. Just got to get that left front to release a little bit. Stuck me up just a tick.
10-4. Didn't get too crazy with it to start right there, and just building real free. Turning good, real good turnability. Edgy in traffic. Like, yeah, just watching like 5 at 77 right there. Even 81, just they put the power down harder than I can. Bottom inside by himself. Clear by 15, a little bit this time.
Lag time from there just because we got to the 98 as well.
What does S&T show? Can you all feed me some info there? Alpha 2. Small splitter touches 1 and 2, but not bad. Copy that. Behind this 7 is over your shoulder right there. 11 middle 1 and 2. 11 out of 2. You can let the 11 roll. Let the 11 roll, then you're all good. All good to roll here. All good. 20 out back. Par with our teammate. 184. 84 out front as well. About helpful, yep. Yeah, I got the same thing, so that's why I can't really help him. Lap 20, please. Copy. Don't slide him. No green flag stops tonight.
Run a high line in the middle, maybe get lower on exit. I don't know if that's working or not.
Outside, then you're cleared to entry of 1. Watch that 1 pulling down.
Lay down, you may have to move a half a foot or so to find a little bit of grip as your run goes here. Our last couple laps are going.
Yeah. Like 1 and 2, like the 77 are starting to run out of the rubber, like that lane lower.
Doing so. That's one thing I got to work on. And then Brandon, any pointers in 3 and 4 that you see I could be better?
You're right in 1 and 2. That entry is going to help us set up for the exit. Exit, like 2/3 exit, I think is where they beat us the most. 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I think we can get in a little deeper, and then just all the way out of the throttle rather than picking up in the center a little bit, and then start to ease into it. I'll tell you more once we get out of traffic out there also, but then we get in a little bit deeper. That's the main thing.
Yeah, 10-4.
7 all fired off right away. They're all in the 29s on their fire off. The 34 just ran his 14th lap at a 31.96.
Water temper is right this minute.
On the limit, you know what I mean?
Copy that. We'll give everything just a nice little look over, and then we'll go out and make like another, say, 10, 15 lap run. Just get you more laps. Just work on your marks, work on pushing the corners a little bit more.
Copy.
I'm going to try to look at a little SMT right here to try to help us. In the same line, doesn't like really transition from one lane to the other, just kind of enters up there and just kind of runs around the corner.
Okay. So Andy, what about when we mock? What is people doing for like fences?
I think for mock, block, you're going to want to kind of run the white line in 3 and 4. I think you're going to want to enter on the white line and just try to carry that white line all the way around. Where like our first 2 laps, we entered on the white line, but then you kind of had to let it run to the wall. I think you're going to want to try to keep it around the white line pretty much on your mock lap.
Okay. Like laps on the white line?
Yeah, 10-4. And in 3 and 1 and 2, I mean, it kind of does its own thing. I mean, obviously you enter on the bottom, kind of run it to the wall, but the main thing is just when you commit to the throttle, middle of the corner to exit, just commit to a point to where you don't have to come back up out of it.
Okay. What position are we?
P20 right now. But that's all dictated off those first 2 laps, so we're probably better than that by quite a bit.
Okay.
Clear.
Here comes the third outside and clear up right there.
But I don't think that's going to be racing down there very much. Are you talking below the line when you went down there? Yes, that's right.
Comparable to Timmy, when you go back out, we need to be in the low 32s for the next 6, 7 laps.
Yeah, like I'm not touching the brake much at all.
Hey Rob, take 4 rounds out of both front springs, okay?
Not loose.
Copy that. 26, that's the last truck you see there.
All right, good deal. So we're going back on that track bar adjustment. We're going to leave half of the wedge back in, and we're adding some packer. So hopefully it's not on the splitter the first couple laps, or not as bad.
All right, William, same thing. 1 and 2 is fine, I believe. 3 and 4, it started to trend up higher. There are some running the wall right now. We won't do that, but just run up a lane at least. Just keep it probably half a truck off the wall. That's where the 45's running. That's Ross, and he's making a pretty good time doing it. Just keep rolling right here. All right, start hustling here. 56 will come over your shoulder. After him, you're going to be good. He's 10-5 right there. He will get away from you. Manage your gaps out back. Next one, turn 2 now. With a pass.
Those tires? That's what I was thinking too.
28 laps. We'll run 1 more, then bring it to me. Low bottom again. Clear.
Here, clear the leopard. About 1 looking low here. Pass. Inside bottom. 5 back after, then a big hole.
Up, or would you rather go while it's like it is right now? That's what I was kind of debating on, just waiting a little bit till it lays a little bit more down. Not going to be the wrong thing to do, I don't think.
Or you just tell me.
190 water, right?
No. 10 up from that. 00.
Tires. We're really good through 1 and 2. The losses in 3 and 4 from what I can tell. Throw 3 back to the gas. I lose the right front just a little bit, and I have to add wheel, and then when I get back to throttle, I lose the right rear just a little bit. So that's just where if I had a little bit more right side, just like rolling traction, I would be a little better. But also too, it'll kind of help later the night goes.
Yeah, 10-4. I mean, I think I'd want to be a little bit on the snug side, but we can definitely split the air pressure a little bit for tonight as well. If you're good, we'll start changing over for mock run here.
All good.
I think a little too drivable if we're going to be racing at night. I could get loose, I can make it tight, kind of listen to whatever I want to do.
had a good run, it was okay. Like when you had a good lap, it looked okay. But at the end there, you seemed to struggle a little bit more in 1 and 2. Like, what was anything going on there?
Yeah, if I get up to the wall, like that one place I was talking about in the sim yesterday, right before the patch, there's some spot right before the patch. If you're up at the wall, it gets you super loose. But if you're a half a car width off the wall, you're fine. I scared myself a couple times getting up the wall in 2, but that was pretty much it.
Okay, I would say our biggest loss on lap time, if I had to pick somewhere, would be entry to 3. When you're giving up entry to 3, you're able to get about half of that back once you turn back down the hill, and that's a good thing. But I would say entry to 3 is probably our biggest struggle right now.
Yeah, too deep, not deep enough.
I would say you're probably not getting in quite deep enough. If you could go get me another car length deeper and still be able to turn down the hill, that'd be good. But that's probably the biggest thing I see. And Eric can chime in too if he sees something different as well, more so up on the tower.
Yeah, compared to like that 77, we gave up probably 3 car lengths to him into 3. You gained 2 of them back off of 4. Up to halfway through that run, you killed him through 1 and 2. Towards the end of that run, he started killing you and got by you off of 2 there. But 1 and 2 was great for about the first 12 to 15.
On the bottom here. Clear. 3-2 ahead, just beware. 31-30. The pace.
Seems pretty decent up here. The 62 just ran a 32-36, where you were at a 44. Some of the others are even down in the 33s at that lap, so.
Copy. Yeah, I feel like I'm being the right rear out this thing, so I don't want to knee-jerk react to anything too much here. I feel like I've reviewed it pretty good, so just be careful.
Apron a little lower. Seems like they get in deeper than us in 1. Like 3 and 4, we kind of hold our own. I thought they get in deeper by running the apron on the old stuff, like that 20, like just going off behind. You don't use as much racetrack in the surge point through the middle.
How much just in 1 and 2?
Yeah, 1 and 2. I think in 3 and 4, he's running the high line. Split top team. Truck width off the wall, through the middle, and exit.
Correct. My target is 40, so you're good here.
All right, give us what you thought.
It's not terrible. It's just kind of laterally, just a little bit loose on the right rear, basically from first lap on. Doesn't really get. I mean, besides obviously just the grip level going away on the tires, the balance doesn't change much. It's more the thing I struggle with the most there is just trying to set the right rear on corner entry. Kind of goes in and I want to say it lays over on the right rear, but it kind of goes in and like gives me kind of like a 1 movement, 2 movement, and then it settles down. Obviously I'm trying to get used to like how quickly the speed comes off this thing, but and that just kind of continued through the run. I think it has decent drive off for the most part. Last couple laps it started moving a little bit on exit, depending on where I ran, but it's not bad. It's just like when I get into 1, kind of when I run that apron, it kind of bottoms the right rear out, and that like gives me that little bit of movement. And compared to the 91, it looks like he kind of can arc the truck a little bit more. And I'm kind of shallow, just a little bit nervous on entry.
31.55.
The tires compared to everybody else, so be fine. Back her in here, you guys go to work, and then you talk to me.
Wrong direction here because of cord tires.
Yep, no, you're good.
talks about it being the right rear, not the left front, but when I read it, it's the same thing you say.
Yeah, it starts on entry.
Here to the 98 at full speed, 10 back. He'll catch you. He's up top. 4, 3. He coming right side here, 2. You'll be good behind him. All good.
We get to that sign.
Copy.
Do a video, SMP video.
10-4.
On right?
Yeah, everyone cool down and pull up the tires on.
Okay, copy. Thank you.
Pretty quick.
Next one, start finish now.
I have all the information in front of me.
Minutes left here. We got a good run here. We're going to do a mock run.
Check it. You could probably peek through the hood flap.
42. 12 is going to be slow, 5 ahead. Keep rolling here. Back to 3 and 4 is maybe our weaker point, but not bad.
4.
He's in. I'll let you know. I'll let you know where he's at here. I'm trying to look at it. To all green and 2, 1, there.
Ten four.
You got me? I'm here. Yeah. So I'm asking Will, did we add Packer to the left front, Will? Got the car. What? Time. I got Elmore coming over to just look it over.
Anything? No, normal deal. I mean, I saw when that 12 was on your inside into 1, looked like you had a pretty good moment there, but yeah, it looks good. I can definitely see you're 3 off of 4 for sure, more than I can see your 1 and 2, but looked all right.
Into there for sure. 3 and 4, I feel like we're too slow at like the 25% mark.
I wanted to create a little bit bigger gap.
18 minutes remaining. 25 complete. Up middle of the backstretch. Plenty of room behind. They're just into 3 now. All right, it's nice and smooth, man. Hit your marks. We got plenty of time here.
Yeah, I think so. The only thing, 1 and 2, some guys were starting to move out of the rubber already, which that's typical in the race. The 3-4, I think when you roll in and start off below the hash, I don't think you want to slide above the hash like center corner. I feel like we were just losing some rolling speed doing that. So I think if you're committed to below hash, you got to track that all the way through to the exit or just enter above it. I don't think crossing the seam was good.
Okay, we'll talk about that after practice then.
Yeah, 10-4.
Solid to see you move it around at all?
Back to the 15 on tires, just off of pit road.
3246. About 3 back here. 2, 1. Clear on exit. Once you got to the throttle 3/4 mark you drove for me, 5-4.
Like 6 numbers.
Put the second set on or raise pressures, please. Second set on or raise pressures. Put 1.5 pounds in the left rear tire. And take 1 pound out of the right rear.
Now backing up to him. All right, go ahead, dig right there. Go ahead, dig. Into 1. Go ahead, dig. Straight out, center of the corner. All good. Straight away in front of you. Good to go. Here comes a 15. He'll be inside into 1. Coming inside here. Inside. Inside.
Let's get hustling up here.
All clear behind him, half track. Copy. Pin 4.
Tires. Half back out of line. Side even, all by himself.
Last year, the top, middle to the top was faster off 4, so be interested to see how that develops.
Yeah, 10-4. You run a 29.93.
To me, like you're right on the edge of over-hustling it. Don't try to over-hustle the truck. Let it work. Let it finish the corner for you. Just you and the 90 in front.
Well, no, we're going to take that hole right there the next lap, okay?
Tell me when to crank it.
Get fired up. I'll let you know when to roll. The next one is that 14 right there, so you can give yourself plenty of room. It'll be the 1 truck now. Just slowly get rolling and get rolling. I don't want nobody to roll by us coming on pit road. He's off of 4. Start finish line now. You got you can drag. You can drag here. Drag hard. Drag hard. Drag hard. You got plenty of room. 2 more coming. 2 more. You got to let that 1 get way away from you. Let him get way away from you. You're all good right there. Plenty of room out the back. Let him get away. Let him get away. Go. Still over a straightaway out back.
You want the front not turning, but the way it just heats the rears as loading changes, just feels like more propped up and on top of the racetrack. The whole thing, it just picks the whole thing out of the track.
Okay, copy.
So let's make sure that we start the race with the backup. I'll just wear it. I don't care. So we can go to it if we need it. You got me up there in the spotter stand on channel 2, Eddie?
So if we're calling it dead center, the 3/4 mark, is it free at the 3/4 mark, or is it more the 7/8 and up by the wall? If it's the 3/4 mark, shake your head yes. Is that where it starts getting free? Okay. We call this shake your head when I hit the number, a 1 free, a 2 free, a 3, 2.5? Okay, okay.
Answered when I was running the fence at 3 and 4, what I was talking about, like it's like right before the half mark, it just yaws out big time.
And especially 1 and 2, I can see you really struggling on 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2, I'm really struggling at. I can't get in there with any good speed, and then once it compresses, it just has no right rear grip, and I have to run partial. I have to run half throttle all the way to the 3/4 mark, because if I start feeding any more throttle to it, it just starts coming around on me, and I can't put any wheel angle to it either, because if I do, it'll start coming around on me as well.
Light out of line, that's what he did. So just letting you know where he ran there. You can do what you think's right there, but that's how low he was going for grip.
Those guys are pretty quick. Like I said, I felt really good about it. I wouldn't say I did it by much. Underdrove once a touch. I think I just need to commit a little bit harder in 3 and 4. But overall, I feel like it's a good spot.
10-4, I could open up the right rear shock a little bit, and it would help your entry into 1.
Might also be another crutch. I really feel like it's the skew, so I don't know if that's the right call or not.
Well, let's stick with what we got for right now.
We're good to go whenever you are ready to roll. SMT guys in the right side window.
Either come in or run it out. That's his option.
All the way into 1. Center 1 into you. 30 back. All good right here. All right, clean gap. Hit your marks. 20 back.
What I'm thinking is getting a look at the splitter. Hang on a second.
It's just hard to tell right now because guys are putting tires on, so it's hard to match the laps back up. I feel like our 1 and 2 is decent if I'm watching the right laps on tires of the competitors. 3 and 4 has kind of been hit or miss. I don't know if it's necessarily because you're balanced right now, but it's just hard to tell in the middle of this, figuring out what laps everybody has on tires.
Yeah, I think I found a little bit of something there the last couple of laps where I was driving in with more of an arc into 3 and then getting to the bottom and felt like I was trying to keep the right rear on the white hash marks through the entry and center, and I felt like that helped it just get pointed for exit to get on throttle. I just was a little bit tight on throttle off of 4, where like the previous run I was actually too free. If I did that, I was just going to be sideways through the corner. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything that you see, Freddie, that you think I need to try and do or work on.
Chris, let's take that wedge back out and put 2 spring rubbers in the left rear.
Big diamond and bottom off 2. He didn't cut 1 off kind of like we did. He ran it up to the wall. 10 minutes remain here. 10.
So if you think it'll tighten up a little bit, I'd say that's probably really good to start. The bump just sucks, that transition. Check the jack post, make sure we're not hitting it, because man, it is like, freaking like shuts my eyes when I hit it, you know what I mean? It's pretty hard.
Yeah, I gotcha. Start rolling here, start rolling. I got 1 exit up 4. Go after this one. Start rolling here. At the line now. All good here. Next one is speed is at the line now.
Mock run, so.
Good work. Good truck, guys. Thank y'all. Good adjustments, being such a big swing. Basically all the way through. All right, man. Let's go run 15 or so here. What do I need to run here?
See if we can fire off at a low 30, it'd be good. That's what Seatbelt was, but he fell off to 50s after like 3 laps.
Copy.
All right, just keep rolling with him. All right, 18, flag stand now, half straight to the 25. Go ahead and dig there. Into 1. Next one to is 18. Into 1 now, behind you, 25. All right, you're all clear right there. Roll in the center. Roll back. 10 back. 5 back. By himself if you need to gap him. 2 back. Still 2 back. Top. 3 back. 2 back.
Yeah, I don't notice just the angle is bad in one, but definitely three.
It's just going to take me learning some. This track is definitely tricky, but... Fine. Doing a good job.
I got a straightaway on the 14.
Tell House to come to me. Just ease off slowly. You're going to have orange 14, and then the 9, line now. All right, start rolling on. You're going to have to dig on after the 9. Line, now you're next to 45. 9 is shut down. Go ahead, dig on there. Into 1. You'll be fine on exit. Clear high there. Half straight front, back. Make sure you have your switch where you need.
Run there because I just kind of chatter front tires, and then when I try to turn back down, then I'd snap loose late, but I know what you're talking about.
All right, well, I'm glad you just said that, because Eddie and I are talking on two. To me, it looks like your biggest issue is you have a tendency, looks-wise, like you almost want to overcharge the entry. Like you're close, you're not there, but it looks like you almost want to overcharge it. But it looks to me like just getting back down the hill, especially off of 2, is your biggest weakness. Like the truck doesn't want to go there. You have to force it or overslow it to finish where you want to be.
For sure. Like I could be overdriving 3 for sure, but I definitely think that I'm too tight to make that turn off of 2 for sure.
Outside. Clear line.
Tight. After, just make sure, hey, get after it, get the fuck after it, let's go. Sometimes he drags a little.
Yeah, copy. I'm going to be patient right now. Got 5.5 minutes.
Center, he just arced it a little bit more, got to the same point in the middle, but carried a little bit lower line on exit. Just a little bit. So if you can stand a little bit more arc and get to the same spot in the middle, I think you're going to be good.
Yeah, copy. Too tight. I got you. Coming to you guys. What's the water temp?
I got to shut off. 195.
Hey guys, let's get ready for qualifying.
So what was the last time? 06?
Yeah, 30.06. The 11 went at 29.45 on his marker.
Let's get the fans on it. Let's not change tires yet. Just get the fans on it. You get the rubber off that right rear brace. With new tires, it is going to grip better. I'd definitely say for the race, we pull a 16 for sure.
1 blending.
What would be the best? 3 and 4 tightness?
Yeah, I didn't really like how the front end felt that run, like front tires. See if you look at the right front and see anything, but I just felt like I have more wheel into it right there. I thought the change was okay balance-wise. Like when I got to the patch in 1 and 2, I could definitely turn it down more. So I think just more turn with rear security. Definitely felt like the first run out, I had the most turn, but it just got to the point where I was too free. I definitely think I need a little bit more rotation off of turn 4 than the previous run. I think this is kind of goes like an in-between.
Thank you.
Particularly different packages there, but okay. All right, as soon as you guys are ready, yeah, put those back, Cole. As soon as you guys are ready here, we'll go. Shoot, Cole. All the trim there.
Yeah, this just feels a little bit at least more predictable because the other was like over rotating multiple times in the corner.
So it was like hard to keep it there. Obviously has some speed, but on a long run it might be end up really bad.
Yeah, simple. No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll err on the shaders or the side of tightness right here.
3225.
Copy. Oh, we're blowing up. We're blowing up.
Right here is what we'll hit next time if we get a chance.
All right.
Yeah, it's well.
Forward.
3091.
Really good job here. One more lap and you're going to come to us.
Just tighter as the run went. Made it nice when I moved to the top length. I actually kind of freed it up when I moved up top. Yeah, like best you're gonna make this truck right here.
Right now, trying some different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The track was ultra fast, and he didn't get to run his fast lap on his third lap because we started catching cars. So his average on the the NASCAR app thing's like P6. So
yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, it does a lot. If he can get his turn 2 to be consistent, he'll have way more long run pace. He just sometimes bounces across the bump. Like when he gets off the patch, it bounces, and you can just see he's waiting for the rear tires to hook back up.
two ones to 32 sevens.
That'll do it.
I've really had here. So yes, I would free me up one number for qualifying in the race and just tighten me up as the race goes, because once that sun starts to go behind those grandstands, it starts to free up immediately. So I'm not too worried about even the start of the race right there.
Yeah, 10-4. I think like one of the adjustments back. I think we just got a little crazy with them hot tires. You know what I mean? I think we're good. Pictures look fine, and I think we're close.
10-4.
Still okay right there?
Yeah, we'll have to look at pictures and see how the splitter looks.
We can talk about it.
10-4 would. At least I got a direction now. We can still come up on the track bar a little bit more. We got some more tools we can play with right there, so for tonight.
Qualify, you can get out here, we'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah, we'll make some adjustments to qualify here, and we'll talk about it for the race. But I think, yeah, so far, good job, I feel like. I think it's good. We're going to do cool it down, tires and fuel.
15 laps. I mean, your P1 on average, about all of them, except for a couple, you were second. But I mean, it looked pretty good. Versus everybody with laps on their tires. What'd you have balance wise?
Yeah, I stayed snug, but my balance migration wasn't the delta wasn't as big from beginning to end. Snug taking off, but it didn't go as total loss grip, whether it be the heat cycle or whatnot. But yeah, the left front just numbed up all of a sudden, like lap 5, and then it kind of just stayed that way, and then that seemed to keep the back tight. just because the left front kind of numbed up, if that makes sense. Give me a paint pen to mark the wheel when you can, please.
Copy, Jay, grab a paint pen so you can hop out. Tailgate, put the fans on the tires and let them pull the heat out before you put the qualifiers on. As soon as you get done, I'll get the fans on, boys. Just pulling heat out until we put the qualifiers on. I'll come over and do adjustments.
To get the cool down plugged in.
Traffic getting up there is, so I just don't want to say nothing. I'll look at the data. I feel comfortable with tonight's temperatures. We'll be okay where we're at.
All right, copy.
Run compares right here. Has sent to you separately since somebody has Android.
That'd be me.
Not hate, just saying.
A little bit of wheel bearing grease, but it's not a lot, and it's the red stuff, so not gear oil.
So maybe off the studs where we had greased the studs earlier. Make sure it's more of a grease than a liquid.
It's just the stud grease, we're good.
Okay, better to check than be sorry.
Concerned about the first five, but felt like we...
Josh Birch here. We've managed to get access to, finally, our TV audio. So we are going to go over now and join the session. We're just waiting for it to load in. Here we go.
Good job by the
Let's
Safe
join
Flight
Fox.
Toyota team, Tricon Garage, all of our partners that do such an awesome job to help us and to get us here at the racetrack. So yeah, definitely a really good run there. Was happy with our mock as well. So yeah, great having our leader back, man. I love having Scott back. This is our legit first race together, so it will be good to have him on the box and call the race, and hopefully we can go win the race tonight and put on a good show for everyone.
Appreciate that. Well, speaking of your crew chief, let's go over here and talk to Scott Zipadelli. Scott, great to have you back at the track. How does it feel to be back amongst the guys in the element, in the garage, and working on a truck again?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it would feel this good, but we had a really good practice. Truck's got good speed. The boys haven't missed a beat, and it feels really good to be back here with this group. I miss the group a lot.
I know you missed the group. How does the leg feel, though?
Right now, it's not very happy. I've been on my feet for 6 or 7 hours, but we'll get a little break here and get some ice on it, and we'll be ready for tonight. And tomorrow I can rest all day long if I need to. But just happy to be here.
Always appreciate you, Scott. He's going to gut this one out, Jamie.
Yeah, he's going through a lot, dealing with a lot. He had a dirt bike accident. He was out riding with his little boys and shattered his left leg basically, and just it's been a rough comeback. But he's here, and that's all that matters.
You could hear his passion too, how thankful he was to be here.
Well, we'll see if that speed will translate to qualifying. It's coming up next.
All right, Fox
Yeah,
Saturday Night
qualifying
Baseball is
coming
back.
up next.
Same night every
We'll wait to see what's going to happen. Hopefully, it's going to be a smoother session. But, yeah, not a bad practice time coming into it ahead of the event tonight. Nice actually to throw right back into the race straight away. Smoother out with myself and Jack on the call tonight. Unless things change. How much sleep we get sort of determines that as well, doesn't it? Hope you're all enjoying the access here for the first practice session with being able to have the audio from the teams. Glad for qualifying at least. We're going to get a hold of the TV audio. And we'll help in which parts where as well. Hopefully we're going to have the NASCAR spotters audio during the ad breaks as well. We're just trying to set that madness up as a possibility to hear the all scan situation. Everything getting a little bit messy at the moment as well. Here we go. Right, all scan enabled. Hopefully that means we're going to hear it. So we'll head back down to them.
Degrees on water, I just added another bag of ice to it.
One minute.
Let the window net down. No, Dad, we're about to qualify.
only broadcast is a little unpredictable.
I fed the baby.
It's a little surreal. I'm talking to Ryan Blaney.
Kevin Harvick is a psychopath.
Ricky, what are we going to do?
I wonder what those guys in the studio are doing.
Eating ice cream.
I'm extremely embarrassed to wear this hat.
Blaney said they feed us well up here in the Fox booth.
Tacos for life.
I feel like we're getting better every time, though. We didn't mess up. No resume.
Qualifying. I say they bypass it, get us out there for qualifying, fix it after.
Hopefully we'll get there. Jimmy's a great crew chief. I love driving for him. We had a ton of fun at Watkins Glen last year, and then going way back to our truck championship days back in 2017. So really proud of the effort from this HFR group. They've been doing really good this year to bring out 2 trucks, and yeah, it's been something that we're really looking forward to. So qualifying here is it's going to be tough going out early. I don't know that we're going to be able to contend for the pole, but with the right adjustments, hopefully we'll be there at the end of the night.
You're going to be a busy man this week, and I know you're doing the triple duty, so what excites you about all the action you're getting out there on the Lady in Black?
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly a track that driver technique really matters at. So, the more seat time you can get, the better. Anything that you learn from these or the Xfinity cars or the O'Reilly cars tomorrow really is not going to translate, but driving the racetrack will translate. So, yeah, I love this racetrack. It's a really tough place, so fun starts now.
Appreciate you, Christopher. Jamie, they always say you drive the track, not the other competitors.
That's right. That man knows how to get around this place. He talked about Jimmy Villeneuve, and he was his truck chief back.
And then obviously the last run. Thought those 3 runs looked good.
In the year in 2017 when he won the championship. So I know that's a pretty cool reunion for those 2.
Isn't that crazy how everything comes together and how much he's looking forward to being a part of this tonight?
You're going to call these the Darlington spoilers, Michael? You agree with that?
Yeah, I think they got to go through Caden Honeycutt, which I love. We saw all the road course ringers come to St. Pete and try to take down Lane Riggs. Couldn't do it. Can Caden Honeycutt step up and take these guys down tonight?
Yeah, can Corey Heim find his winning ways to get back to victory here? We'll find out. Trucks will be rolling on the backside of the break.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, it depends on how shallow you want to get an entry into 1, and then how much you come up. But if you come up a little bit into 1 and just run that middle all the way through, it's probably okay there.
Yeah, 10-4.
Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series is on FS1. Catch the best of the best as they go full throttle right here at Darlington. Checkered flag for the Goodyear 400 flies Sunday at 3 Eastern with the pre-race action beginning at 1:30. That's only on FS1.
Who's your favorite, Jamie? Can Denny Hamlin get number 62? He's going to be at the top of my list of guys that might win Sunday night.
Absolutely, but I'm also looking at Reddick and what he's been able to do here the last few times out. So
what about the consistency of Bubba? It's been a great start to the season for him as well.
Been a great season for him.
And don't forget Kyle Larson. He's pretty good everywhere we go.
Yeah, he's been knocking at that door.
It's going to be a fun night.
That's a Christopher Bell walk if I've ever seen it, right there walking down to his truck. He said he's going out early.
That exudes confidence, doesn't it? Look at that. He's just making his way toward his truck.
He'll roll off 8th. First driver up is Justin Carroll, and we got word that Frankie Muniz, who is supposed to roll off 6th, went back to the garage toward the end of practice there, Michael. They had a mechanical of some sort, so he will not qualify. They could sort it out. He will be in the race tonight. He'll just have to start in the back. You see it right there.
The Dave Blaney throwback.
Yeah. We have 36 trucks here for 36 spots.
That's always nice. A little pressure off teams that are struggling in practice to get it done. Justin Carroll's never made a start here, so I'm sure right now getting ready to go out and make this qualifying run, the first guy onto the track. He's got to have his eyes wide open.
He's one of those guys who knows what it's like to miss the field, too, when you put in all the effort to get to the racetrack. And there he is right there in the number 90.
He knows he'll be racing tonight. Just put in a nice solid, maybe err on the conservative side here. Give yourself a chance to get some experience tonight and make things happen. There's some of the trucks. I talked about the garage being all about templates and getting through inspection. There's some of the guys that failed pre-race inspection.
Some big names there. What is that like, Michael, being the first out? All eyes are on you.
Well, used to back in the day, we would draw for qualifying position. It wasn't based on the metrics, so anybody's job would be the first out. And also, sometimes we'd have to wait 3 or 4 hours after practice to go qualifying. So the track goes through some changes with the sunlight. At least these guys were just on the track and they're getting to figure things out in a hurry.
Times have changed, Michael. All the practice time you guys used to get back in the day. And now
Justin ran a 32.50 in practice and picked it up all the way down to a 31.30. So I talked about fresh tires and how fast these guys can go when the tires are new. Big pickup there. We'll see if we see that throughout the field.
Now these Cup drivers, Michael, back to that conversation. 25 minutes, you're going to qualify, and that's it. Then you race on Sunday. There's Caleb Costner from Dallas, North Carolina.
Good looking 93 truck, running a little bit low there. That means he didn't use all of his momentum to swing out in turns 1 and 2. I said conservative, you know, let's not make a mistake here and put our team even further behind the 8 ball. Here him picking up the gas there, throttled on and off a little bit, working it. Finally wide open. About 4/10 off of what Justin Carroll did is Costner.
The session's quick.
Yeah, we're just going to run them right off here.
Single truck, 1 lap, 1 round. Number 56, Timmy Hill.
He's been good here, man.
He has. Can't forget what he did at Martinsville last year. He's the fan favorite for sure to finish in the top 10. The little team that could.
Yeah, he's ran 6 times here at Darlington and has 3 top 10s. So he can get it done here as well. And I love his attitude. Talked to Timmy earlier today, and he's just like, this is what it's all about. Coming to Darlington, knowing you've had success here, knowing you're good here, and getting a chance to go do it again. He'll go to the top, 29.69. That's a solid lap. Just to give you an idea of what we're seeing in qualifying, Timmy's lap would have been 2nd fastest overall out of that session we had earlier today, just a bit ago. So good pickup, good speed right now.
Dawson Sutton finished 19th in his only Truck Series start here at Darlington last year.
He went out and ran a 30.04 on a set of tires right at the end of that session. We heard his team saying, nice pickup, Dawson. So he knows what he's got under him. See if he can pick it up even more. Looks solid so far. Really good line there. A lot of throttle down.
Rackley Ward driver, 20-year-old, goes to the top of the board.
Good lap.
Got to be happy with that pickup.
No doubt.
There's Spencer Boyd.
He's a veteran, been around. Has 7 Darlington starts. See what Spencer can do. He was about 30, he was 33rd in practice earlier, ran a 32.14. See if he can pick it up down into the 31, 30, maybe even 29-second bracket. You can hear how little they're out of the gas, off the gas, and then try to get right back to it.
This young man does such a great job, always bringing a different sponsor to the racetrack. Totally different look this time around for him.
31.12.
Spencer Boyd, good enough for 3rd.
Almost down into the 30-second bracket. Good run there for Spencer.
It was supposed to be Frankie Muniz next, but we mentioned he's back in the garage, will not make a qualifying run. So Josh Rayome next up.
Trying his own truck out. He owns these trucks. Getting to make a run at it.
Yeah, and he put so many different drivers behind the wheel. Northern California driver, does it all. Owns the team, runs the team, brings in the sponsorship, and every once in a while, drives them himself.
See, that truck has a really nice attitude. The nose really tucked there. Good line, low on the corner. Nice lap, 30.95. I wouldn't, man, with that big pickup that Dawson Sutton had, if Caden Honeycutt picks up that much speed, we're going to be down in the 28-second bracket. That's hauling around Darlington.
Let's see what Christopher Bell can do here. Just heard from him, said they're going to need a little help to get it where they need it tonight. But experience pays off in so many ways when you come to this place.
Look how close he was to wide open through there.
A couple twitches.
And that truck is hanging out a bit. I guarantee you that's getting Christopher's attention.
So heads into turn 3.
Middle of the racetrack, I like that. Gives himself a little bit of room to slide up, which he does.
So close to the wall on the exit of 4.
Wow.
Good enough. Top of the board, 28.97.
That is amazing. We thought maybe the 28s were possible, and that lap was, it looked hairy to me, Jamie. He was hanging on to that baby.
Just after 7 trucks, Michael, we've picked up that much. So we take a look at Mini Tyrell. So I know different people have asked about Mini Tyrell. Where did he get this nickname? Actually, Mike Joy asked me that as well. So I went right to the source, and Mini told me he was 2 years old, watching Austin Powers with his dad, and Mini-Me came up on the screen, and his dad looked at him and looked at Mini and said, "You are my Mini," and that stuck. He's always been shorter in stature. One of the nicest guys. You mentioned drinking from a fire hose right now, Michael, just trying to figure this out. Good lap for him. He 4th overall so far with the 30.46.
Attaboy, 30.46.
Attaboy. That's what you want to hear from the team.
First start here at Darlington.
Hello, Newgarden, and a hungry pack.
On what you did on those first 2 laps on your second run out, or on second run on tires, then I think that'll be fine.
Yeah. 10-4, I'll know in 1 and 2 if I feel confident.
10-4. Yeah, he got pretty loose with that, it looked like, out of 4, but he's still fast. But I would just be confident in what you're going to do and stick with whatever your original game plan was.
Yep, I got you.
Carried a lot more speed coming to the green flag, and then he ran about a half line higher through 1 and 2, and entered a little higher in turn 3.
Yeah, 10-4. Flew off this 18 here. It's going to be hard. And the P2 is the 26 at a 29.50 or 60. Wait, who's P1 again? The 62.
record. Not for here. Maybe with these motors, it's pretty good. I mean, it's never been that cool for qualifying here.
Bottom in 3 and 4.
Hit hand to 3, and then just let it have its head. Wasn't good for him.
945 P2 right now.
How far off is that? 2.
He ran a 28.98.
He clipped the apron a little bit in the 1, and then he ran pretty much the white line all the way through, kind of to the center, and then started gradually getting out to the wall.
Focus, good shifts, good up to speed lap, good run down the front. We'll be just fine, okay?
Yes, 10-4.
Get her done, okay, buddy?
10-4.
Last fall, so how are you feeling about your chances of backing that up with another pole?
I feel good about it. Our bare knuckle boxing Ford F-150 is pretty fast today in practice. We definitely fought balance a lot. This is kind of the first race after the rule changes over the offseason at an
money lap, but
so we were pretty off that first set of tires. Put the second set on, and I felt really confident in it. So qualifying here is it's very scary. The drivers, a lot say it's fun, some say it's nerve-wracking. I think it's both. You got to put the boys on the dash to go fast here. So it's so crazy. I mean, we're full lifting out in 1 and 2 and practice on race pressures, and then you go out here in qualifying, and it's an easy wide open through 1 and 2, and you just sail it off in 3 and 4. So the bravest man is usually on the pole here. Appreciate your time and good luck.
Led 71 laps here last year, so he was getting it done.
Okay.
Brave young man.
Clayton Green, 31-19. He'll go 8th of the 10 drivers that have practiced. And here's a guy that we're not used to seeing go this early in practice. It's been a tough start to the season for Grant Infinger, but he'll get it together.
He will. Slow start for him. 22nd is his best finish. Talked about the points hole that he's in after the first 3 races.
Started near the front, just couldn't get the finishes that I'm sure he deserved. As you can see, our ghost truck, they're all chasing Christopher Bell. As you can see, a solid 3 and 4 there for Christopher, but Grant hung right with him. Good lap for Grant.
30.
He'll go second. Just about 1/10 of a second is all. 2/10 off of the fastest truck so far.
Grant hasn't had a top 10 in quite a while. All the way back to the Roval last October. That's hard to believe. They were on a roll early last season. As we take a look at William Sawalich, one of 5 trucks for Tricon Garage.
Man, I was down there in the garage, Jamie, and just the craftsmanship. You know, we talk about these trucks and aerodynamics, and you heard Lane talking about the changes of the rules, the way these things are put together. If you appreciate art, you look at these trucks, they're just works of art. Handcrafted, every piece of this truck carefully thought out and put together. See what kind of time he can run.
29.70 for William Sawalich. But just the designing that goes into these trucks to bring them to the racetrack, everything that you see on there.
Yeah, it's just meticulously done.
Right now compared to the 9
really got to give your take your hat off to the fabricators, the team guys that plot out the plan to build one of these trucks, put it together, and then know you're coming to Darlington. I'm probably going to scrape off the right side.
I think your line on the bottom is going to be very competitive. So
we lose count throughout the weekend of how many Darlington stripes we see on the wall and how many cars take one home. More trucks. In this instance, Stuart Friesen on track.
Hanging right there. I love the ghost truck. You can see exactly where they lose ground. You can see off of 2, Christopher just was able to carry a little bit more momentum. Looks like about the 2nd or 3rd fastest time here for Stuart.
Commit to kind of what you were thinking before
Those
you
are
got
teammates.
Here. Just whatever lane you feel
he's
more
3rd.
confident with 3 and 4, but you know,
quarter of a second off of his teammate,
sure
Christopher Bell. That truck of Christopher's really, really good in the long run. He'll be tough to beat tonight.
And then 3 and 4. Whatever you feel comfortable
Next
with.
up,
Bell was
Brendan,
kind of like we talked
Butterbean
about,
Queen.
You know, shading towards the wall, coming down the hill.
Got Bean driving a Ram and a Mini driving a Ram. It's so cool that Ram is here in NASCAR,
wide open.
making their presence known. They're just going to get better and better all season long. But they're bringing some trucks that are making statements right now with beautiful paint schemes, a lot of energy around the Ram return to NASCAR.
Qualiy, I know Matt Qualiy is so pumped up about what they've built with this organization, and they got a long ways to go, but they've done tremendous work in a short amount of time, gathering the drivers that they have, the personalities, the show, building all the trucks, hiring the people.
Yeah, I was fortunate to sit with Matt for a while out at Phoenix and Vegas and talk to him about their plan, and he said we're building right now, we're going to get better, and before long we're going to be contenders and winners, and he believes that, and I believe it as well. I think they have all the tools they need to take this thing to the top and contend with the Chevys and the Toyotas and the Fords.
Here's Tanner Gray. He ended up 4th quickest in practice. His best time was a 29.77. You see him a lot closer to the ghost truck there.
He's outrunning the ghost truck.
He's outrunning Christopher Bell.
Bell gets into 3 a little bit better, and I wonder if that means that Gray will get off. Yes, I thought he would have a better run off the corner, and he's coming, and he's there. Fastest truck, Tanner Gray. What a great lap.
Great lap.
Yeah,
Love
you can give up
that truck.
Yeah,
you can see where they make up and lose time.
You see, he just gave up a little bit on entry into 3. He was right with them down the back, gave it up on entry, but got it all back and then some on exit. That's really, really good stuff to watch and to see how they got it done. The teams use that too. The driver uses it. He makes a note and says, okay, I see what happened there.
There's the 81 of Chris Wright from McAnally Hilgeman Racing, full time in this ride this year.
This is his 5th Darlington start. Most starts he's had anywhere, so used to the track, running a low line there. We see most guys go up in the middle. He decided to take it a little low. We'll see if he can make that pay off. No, he'll just be 9th quick of the 16 drivers that have completed a lap here. You know, as I'm looking around the track, Jamie, I don't see any tire scuffs on the wall. I think we've kept this thing clean so far. I don't want to jinx these guys, but so far, so good.
Unbelievable. 50 minutes of practice, 36 trucks, and no Darlington stripes yet? That'll change. Just give us a couple hours. We're going to drop that green flag.
Well, it's not going to happen here. This guy will be precise and fast. Didn't have the practice session that we thought he might have, but you never know what they were learning along the way. And you can see Trace tracking right there with Tanner Gray.
Corey Heim, the 2025 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion.
Watch the exit for Gray. Tanner got it done off turn 4.
Close.
So close.
So the 15 backed his entry up in the 3.
Plenty more drivers still to come. Gio Ruggiero, Jake Garcia, AJ Allmendinger. They're coming your way live from Darlington Raceway. You're watching Truck Series qualifying.
All the way, but he just backed his entry up. You know, he got to the wall maybe at the Darlington Raceway, right about center of the corner. But he didn't, you know, he backed his entry up, and it paid a lot on exit. The 62 had a ton of entry speed into 3. They were about even through 1 and 2, and then he made it all up exit of 4.
Copy, buddy. They both ran where at reference the top seam in 3 and 4 coming to the green
range is not good on the all comp. Starting to break up.
Top lane. Yeah, for sure. Ton of entry speed for the 62. Did he shorten the distance at all, entry or no?
I walked over you. What did you ask?
Did he shorten the distance, entry to 3 or no?
No, not compared to, no, not much. I mean, it was about the same compared to what the 15 did. From up there, the 15 just kind of really backed his corner. I mean, not a ton, but he backed up a little bit and then was able to get back to the gas way sooner.
All right, copy that. Yeah, I thought the 62 looked like a Cup qualifying car.
Yeah.
You're in there. Oh, sorry, that's 99. My bad.
Well, it's some, the 15 just carries so much more exit speed. You're running, maybe half a lane higher, maybe, I guess.
Okay.
On entry, and that's where the 5 kind of beats him, and then the 15 just carries so much on exit. When they get to exit, he's 2 mile an hour faster.
Yeah, copy.
Ruggiero in the 17 truck. A 19-year-old from Seekonk, Massachusetts.
Let's take it back to Darrell Walter. Darrell Walter leaving pit road in that 17.
A lot on entry to 3.
Western Auto truck.
And then we just kind of
1992.
forward to the start finish line. Looks like
It was his last Southern 500 stop. Please tell me I'm correct, Russell, because Darrell's watching.
Kind of put myself
Our stat people hard at work over in the corner. This should be a fast lap, Jamie. He had a really good practice.
Copy that. Good job, man.
Well, he's trying to knock off his teammate Tanner Gray on top. 28.94 is the time to beat. Corey Heim as well, and second is a teammate. Tricon Garage came to play today.
No doubt.
It's pretty good there, maybe a tick free off the floor. Other than
There's that
pretty
ghost
neutral.
truck.
Good,
Look
gripping,
at
good
Gio. All over Tanner Gray. Is it good enough? Might just be a little short. And it is. Gio.
How about a hundredth of a second? Great job, bud. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
I mean, that's like a blink.
Yes.
It's quicker than a blink.
In the blink of an eye.
Hey, I've seen a movie called that.
Starring
your very own Michael Waltrip.
Jake Garcia down into turn 1. These guys are running pretty much wide open down through 1 and 2. Maybe just breathing it a little bit. And that is a thrill ride, I will tell you.
Sit still. Yeah. I mean, you're either going to have to be
pretty good 3 and 4. Lost a lot of ground down in 1 and 2. Did the 98 truck. Seemed pretty even through 3 and 4, but it's going to put him down in the 8th spot so far.
So 8th out of 19 trucks to take the track, to the track. 36 truckers total here today, and it's a nice throwback. AJ Allmendinger.
I've been looking forward to seeing this lap. AJ hadn't run an oval in a truck in years. I think since the O's. It's been a long time.
08.
08, and so look at the commitment there. Wide open in the 3, excuse me, in the 1 and 2 around. Good turn there, lost a little bit of ground, but still a solid lap. You knew he was going to be fast. He got his legs under him in that practice session. Figured out how to make things work. Look at him close there in 3 and 4, but watch what happens. We saw good exits from our faster trucks, but AJ did a good job through 1 and 2. He'll go 8th quick.
Copy.
Let's hear from one of our Cup Series drivers making his first truck, or I guess his second truck start of the year. Josh?
I'm Ross Chastain, won this race in a truck in 2024. Also doing triple duty this weekend, so can't keep you off the track. But how you feeling about what you got?
Well, I can promise you the truck feels better than the 1959 Impala I was out here making laps in last night for charity with the racetrack. But no, our NASCAR Chevy feels okay. We built too tight, Josh. So,
honestly, he listed for 1 and 2. I don't think he needed to, and then
full confidence that he'll be able
to
get that
get the truck freed up. I would have rather
qualifying, related, but
either way down there in the grip or up top against the fence. You know what I mean? We kind of were like halfway in the middle there.
This is Ross's first start of the season. His last win came right here at Darlington in 24.
I think the last 3 trucks have gone 8th quick so far.
I think he's going to be able to race good down there.
There's Connor Jones. He's 8th fastest so far. Cole Butcher.
Haven't talked much about him today. The 29-year-old from Canada made the move down to Charlotte. Michael, just like all the youngsters, living out his dream. He's full-time this year for ThorSport.
I think he's going to do a good job, too. He's shown a lot of speed. Hadn't put it all together yet, but shows potential in my eyes. Got the right attitude, too. I talked to him after the Rockingham test, and he just said, that place was crazy. I can't wait to watch the trucks at Rockingham. That's so fun. But he had a great attitude about the test and what they learned there, and see if it can relate to a good speed here.
See that? He had 164 miles per hour.
That's crazy. Into these tight little turns. He'll go 7th quick. Good run.
The 91 of Christian Eckes, a former winner here. We're taking a look at that truck. They weren't sure if maybe they had a miss or something in the engine, but we're hearing it's all clear. It's good news.
Yeah, this guy knows how to get it done anywhere we go racing. He's really fast, shows a lot of speed. So that engine's performing the way it's supposed to. I look for him to be a factor tonight.
Yeah, it's a 400.
Looks like that's going to be a solid enough for a top 5-ish run.
Good, thanks.
Here, I'm just judging off the Ghost truck. Lost a little bit more than I thought he would off turn 4 there. 7th for Eckes. About a 2/10 off of the 5th place run for Grant Enfinger. Teammate coming along.
That night vision Napa truck. I know you like to see that, Michael.
Yes.
You're racing under the lights tonight.
He's going to be working on his night moves.
I like what you did there.
Yes. Man, this place, Jamie, if you can't get fired up about NASCAR at Darlington, to me, this is what it's all about. Just seeing these guys, understanding how difficult it is, and watching them go out there and do their thing. It's just so much fun for me.
What a great job he did here last year. Finished 1 spot short, came up 2nd.
Look at that speed there.
Look how close to the wall.
And he's going to use that momentum. He didn't lose that much momentum. Great dive into 3 there for Christian.
Throttled up.
He goes 7th. Well, we were stuck on 8th. Now we bumped it up. Everybody's going 7th.
So Daniel Hemrick in 7th.
Eckes 8th, Butcher 9th.
Curious to see what Justin Haley can do here in the 16.
He was the speediest Ram in our practice session, so.
It's kind of been the theme for him this season. He's kind of been leading that charge for Ram. You know, I got to give them a lot of credit for these trucks. 5 different trucks, all with completely different looks. Is that a twitch there?
Give me that. Give me that driver. Watch him work that wheel. Leaning his head over to the left. Let's watch him work it through 3 and 4. Listen to the throttle. Off of it there. Ooh, right there. Trying to work back to the gas.
Well, good. Nice work, everybody today. Good work.
'15th for Justin Haley.
I just, I talked about A.J. Allmendinger getting his legs under him. He's the fastest of the Rams so far. He went 12th. So, decent run there for Haley. I expected a little bit more.
See what his teammate Corey LaJoie can do.
10-4. I should have been more open-minded there. Good job.
Making his 2nd start of the season.
Cross 2, Perfect.
Smooth lap so far. Not too far off on the speed.
They announced that he'll be in this truck for the next race coming up at Rockingham on April 3rd. Let's see what he can do here.
Right there with Allmendinger. Give it to LaJoie. He's 12th quick so far. That's a throwback to Randy LaJoy, his dad's truck.
Yeah. A lot more qualifiers still to come. Can Tanner Gray hang on to it, or will it be Caden Honeycutt or that guy? Right there, a winner already this season. Lane Riggs looking for 2 straight poles.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power
Ones are wide open or just barely cracking it through 1 and 2.
Copy. Bring the seam into 1 for entry is like 2/10 worth of lap time.
Yeah, tough on that.
Right now the pole's been won by right sides on the top seam. So like 3/4 down from the wall, right sides on that all the way through, and then like a 1/4 to half a car pull down to not get stuck in the rubber by the fence. So that's where we're at right now. I'll let you know if anybody moves down and makes time. But other than that, it's pretty normal like it was in the fall.
Yep, copy.
P5 there, 29.17. 3 and 4 was really strong. Just a little bit into 1, carried off exit. Nice work. Bottomed out into 1 a little bit, forced a little lift, but otherwise really good.
Darlington Raceway, 9 truckers still to go. Connor Mozak up next for Spire Motorsports.
Really, really good practice for Connor Mozak. He had a fast long run truck. See if he can get a great starting spot here.
1, 2, then the 15, maybe a little bit higher.
Top 3 positions right now held by Tricon Garage. Dominating performance. Can somebody replace them from the top? In the form of Connor Mozak. Solid lap so far, but not quite what he needs to be on the pole. Good 3 and 4. Look at that. I think there's something to be had for Gray's lap, Jamie. Just watching some of these guys close on him down in turn 3 and 4. I believe there's some more out there. So, and we're looking at the heavy hitters now going to try to do just that. I think Mozak was actually a little bit faster in 3 and 4 than Gray was. Let's see what Carson Hocevar can do.
Carson Hocevar making his 3rd start this season, finished 2nd at Atlanta.
I'm going to guess this is what you call full send from this kid.
Look at how close he is to Tanner Gray.
See what happens down here.
Go back and look at it for you.
Feel like Hocevar will pull ahead.
There he goes. Just like you said, Michael. Can he keep it there?
I'll wait till everybody's done.
Yes, ma'am.
1 and 2 compared to the 50. You were a little bit slower than him.
Carson Hocevar to the top, 28.86.
Entry, gap team, and held it center.
Very impressive.
Right here's
yeah, that was a great lap.
Yeah, copy.
Andres Perez. See how his lap goes. Those are the starts he's made, where he started in the first 3 races, looking to bounce up into that top 10 here. Really good entry to turn 1 there.
If he'll maintain.
2024 ARCA Menards Series champion.
84.
Second full-time season in the trucks.
Gets in really deep, but watch this.
All the difference off of turn 4.
Did you like that?
I loved it.
Okay, good.
Probably
I knew what I was supposed to be looking at.
That was him driving off is what that meant.
3 and 4, 1 and 2 was
15.
perfect.
Here's the story of the day.
Caden Honeycutt, you said at the top you think he's the man to beat not only now but tonight as well.
You can see the commitment, man. He was wide in 3 and 4 coming to the green, got that thing wound up.
70 on water temp, one took off at 90, so
nice
kind of
angle there into
bit,
turns
going, but
1 and 2. Fires off turn 2 with a lot of speed. Tracking right there, just ahead of Hocevar. Let's see what's left down here. He looks so good coming to the green.
We've seen how good those Tricon Garage trucks have been in qualifying.
He's done it.
3 teammates in the top 5. Can he go to the top? Caden Honeycutt.
Yes.
Nice work, but it was a
0.02 of a second, man. Things are close up front. That's so cool. What a day it's been for Caden, huh? He's won everything.
Goodness, everything. Even the 30-lap average.
Which we never see.
We never see that. Thanks to that 50 minutes of practice here. As we take a look at Ross Chastain. See a watermelons on the deck? See something green. Of course, he'll get that watermelon to smash if he can find victory lane once again like he did a couple years ago.
He's hanging right there with him. He's got a chance at it.
That's just inches off the wall.
That's exactly where Honeycutt made his ground too. He came to the green like that, Jamie, which showed me that he was committed to that high side and made it work.
Chastain 7th.
This is good stuff. Great competition in qualifying, and I know how hard it is to go out there and do what these guys are doing. You can see Chandler Smith up high, getting wound up. See what he can do. We know how fast this kid is.
all the way down the back.
Yeah, 10-4 now, I know what to do.
Yep, copy.
Lost a little bit into turns 1 and 2.
10-4.
Just shows you what a lap Caden put together. He's been perfect all day.
And he said it, his crew chief said it, it's their first time being at the track together, and look what they're doing. They're making magic. Fast truck. We'll see if anybody can knock him off. It won't be Chandler Smith. 29-23, 10th for the 38 truck.
He'll still be a competitor tonight. He'll still be a part of the story as we watch the youngest veteran in NASCAR. Ben Rhodes taking the green flag.
This is the same truck he raced at Atlanta with. Remember, we thought he was going to be the truck to beat, Michael. They ran out of fuel. He ended up fighting back to finish 4th, but we know how good that truck is.
A little conservative there on the line in 1 and 2.
See him tracking 12th in the red.
Made a nice run into 3, but can't quite. I think he made a little ground on the field there in 3 and 4. He'll go 13th so far. 2 to go. Then there were 2. Can anyone knock Caden Honeycutt off the pole? I don't think so.
A couple of big dogs here. Ty Majeski was on top in practice for quite some time. Had that one fast lap early. There's the green flag for the 88.
I love that shot. You can see that right rear fender just hanging out oh so slightly. The competitors want it way out. NASCAR says we got to tuck it in a little bit, but it's fun for me to watch. Great lap for Majeski. Great 1 and 2. He's going to contend for this pole. Right there. You talked about he was fast in practice. He's fast in qualifying. He'll go 7.
All right. Final truck to go. The winner at St. Pete, our last race. Riding that wave of momentum.
He's going bare knuckle.
Said you got to be the bravest driver out here to get it done.
Well, that's what qualifying's about. Watch that face. Look at the concentration, the focus, right out next to the outside wall. Solid lap. And he goes up high. Tried to commit. Oh, look how close to the wall he is.
Whew. 8th for Lane Riggs. That means Caden Honeycutt, first career pole, gets it done at Darlington.
Wow, what a day it's been for that young man.
3rd driver to ever win their first career Truck Series pole right here at Darlington. He joins Jason Leffler and Cole Witt. So there is your front row for tonight, coming up at 7:30 Eastern. Carson Hocevar outside front row. That's quite the lineup. Well, let's hear from our happy pole sitter, Josh.
Well, first career pole for Caden Honeycutt. First of all, how's that sound to be leading the field to green here at Darlington later tonight?
Man, it's awesome. I'm not really so much of a hot lapping guy, so that was really awesome. Man, I couldn't do it without Toyota, Tricon, Safe Flight, everyone that took a chance upon me to take over this 11 truck and do a good job. First 3 weeks, I felt like we've done good, but also I haven't done the best job at maximizing our results, and man, just really awesome. I was glad to get on the front row there. Makes our life a lot easier tonight for sure. Clean air means a lot, especially on old tires, long run, and all that. So, man, just a great job on my guys. Can't appreciate them enough, and for what they do for me and allow me to do this. So it was awesome. Able to have Scott back. Scott was a huge role today. He did a great job in practice and set me up for a great truck. And you know, a lot of the guys behind the scenes is because of Scott and this whole team. I'm just a lucky guy that holds the wheel, but I think it's really awesome that Tricon is in the whole top 10. That's really awesome for everyone at Toyota. So I'm happy about that and the way our results are. So we got 147 laps to go get us one tonight.
Well, that's right. You got the pole, but now you got the race ahead of you. So what is going to be the focus? What's going to be the biggest thing for you to make sure you keep this truck up front?
Yeah, definitely on the start. You got a Cup guy next to me who he's aggressive, but I love Carson a lot. So hopefully we get in front of him on the start and just kind of set our own tone, our own pace, and rely on the tire and just do what I got to do to keep it underneath me and do what I need to do to keep this thing out front. And my pit crew is the best down here on pit road, so I'm definitely not worried about making pit stops and changing tires. So looking forward to being with the Toyota Racing Group to go and see if we can get one tonight. I'm really excited.
First career pole for Caden Honeycutt, Jamie.
Well done, and he mentioned it, Michael. You hear from the drivers how important it is to get that track position to start this race tonight.
Yeah, he knows he's going to control this race. He also knows what a competitor he has beside him in Carson Hocevar, so it's a challenge. We've seen some really, really talented racers, young racers, make mistakes here at Darlington that takes them right out of it. I talked earlier about Lane Riggs. We saw last year also Chandler Smith early in the race getting into the outside wall. You're going to run right beside it. Just staying out of it is what the key is going to be for this young man. So much energy today with the speed that he has on the pole. Just calm down a little bit now.
Look at this. First time Tricon Garage has put 4 trucks in the top 5 in qualifying. They came to party. They came to play tonight, Michael. And look, throughout the field, Ty Majeski down there, Lane Riggs, row 4. Dane, definitely.
They came to party and they really have delivered. We are all set to go for a fantastic truck race. You can join us later on for all the action here on JB Motorsports. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.